Very good evening to everyone. Just checking if I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Oh, thank you so much. Uh, First of all, I welcome our secretary, Shri Durga Shankar Mishra ji, and my colleagues at the ministry are here. All participating state government representatives, all city representatives, representatives from partner agencies, various community organizations who have worked with us on the Cycles for Change Challenge, and everyone present on the call. I welcome you everyone to the Stage 1 Awards event for the India Cycles for Change Challenge. So the 2015 launch of the Smart Cities mission essentially was one of the boldest steps ever taken in the urban governance history of this country, where a new way of imagining how cities can be developed was introduced. And we saw through multiple different interventions that the smart cities did, whether it was the use of technology for ICCC, which actually then later came to very good use during the COVID pandemic when all the cities were trying to manage the crisis. Then through their interventions in renewable sources of energy, whether it was solar or in some cities even they tried wind, which was something new for all the cities they had not ventured into such projects in the past. They have then graduated into the climate smart cities framework when now they are actually working integratedly on issues related to climate. Similarly, starting with health interventions, education interventions, mobility interventions, and other similar interventions, you've now graduated to looking at ease of living as a whole. So in a way, the mission has tried to create a reimagination of how we can look at development of urban areas in our country. Even then, there was this crisis which we faced, which actually made us think again as to whether there is more that can be done, and whether our cities demand a new look, a new way of thinking, a new way of moving ahead on different kinds of things that we are doing when the COVID pandemic struck. And as a response to the pandemic, the Smart Cities mission actually sort of reinvented a lot of things that it was doing through multiple different challenges. Under your guidance and the minister's guidance, we launched 5 different challenges over the last 1 year, and multiple other e-governance initiatives, as well as technology and data-related initiatives, because clearly what has come out from the COVID pandemic is that data and technology use is going to go up, so our cities have to be capable enough to use them, and we have to reimagine the way our cities run sort of mobility systems as well as nutrition systems and all, for which we have these 5 challenges. Now, so the COVID, the Cycles for Change Challenge was launched last year, and this was in 2 phases. The first phase is the stage 1, where in the beginning the 25 cities were actually shortlisted, and out of the 25 cities, then further 11 cities have now been shortlisted as the ones who were the winners of the award of the first stage, which will be declared today at your hands. And then subsequently, the stage 2 will begin, where deeper work on cycling interventions, implementing their city-wide cycle plans. Now they have been doing pilots and engaging with organizations, doing cyclothons, but now it will be taken city-wide in these 11 cities. And by no means, sir, the other cities are going to be left out. In fact, one of the best things that we did was that we took the challenge out of only the smart cities into cities which have a population of at least 500,000, and also into cities which are capital cities. So a bunch of 107 cities participated in the challenge. This was one of the first ones we launched, sir. In the beginning, we did not get many cities outside the smart cities to participate. If you see streets for people and now the transport for all, the number of participants has gone up very much. But here, 107 cities participated. Now, some of the cities are not definitely going to be the best 11 cities who are going to be announced today. But it doesn't matter because we would be beginning the second cycle, so to say, of the Cycles for Change Challenge. And in the next year, by seeing and being inspired by what these cities have already done in this year, I'm sure many other cities would like to participate, and they should, because everything is brought together through tremendous hard work. A lot of people work at the, on the sidelines and the backstage to make all this possible. So throughout the year, we've had a number of video conferences, webinars, training sessions. We've gone to cities. There have been surveys which have been conducted. Critical areas of intervention have been identified. Community organizations have been involved, and a lot of work has happened with vulnerable communities. And the outputs of this challenge so far are a product of all those interventions. Today, these cities have identified and are working on close to 400 kilometers of cycling tracks. Over 3,000 kilometers of neighborhood streets are also being developed through pilot interventions. Now, some of these may not be permanent solutions, but the idea was also the same, that we try out certain solutions and whichever works, we take on to second stage. So I would also give a big thank you to our knowledge partners, ITTP India. I think their energy and their teamwork has been fantastic. Throughout, they have been, sometimes we always keep pushing our partners. Here is one partner who keeps pushing us also, and getting work done from the mission. And they've been very well supporting all the cities. I'm sure the cities will also mention the same. And by no means they're the only partners. In fact, in the presentation that Shreya will make in the course of things, we will see how many different partners have actually worked with us. And jury members, I would like to thank the jury members, because we have an international jury for this one, sir. People not only from our country but from the Netherlands and other parts of the world have also participated. I'm extremely thankful to them. So with those words, I will end my welcome address, and I would then subsequently request our Secretary, sir, to launch the stage one journey report by the click of a button. So we can go ahead with the launch of the reports. The request, sir, to actually announce the top 11 cities. It will be also with the click of a button, and then you can see the cities online on the screen, sir.
Create a cycling city, one neighborhood at a time. Bhubaneswar, connecting cycles to buses and buses to cycles. Chandigarh, inspire the cycle everywhere. Vadodara, building to create a cycling city. And London, transforming cycling from sport to transport.
So now I would request you also to, at the click of a button, launch the online exhibition that we are putting on today for all cities and all stakeholders in the entire country to view on the things.
Thank you, sir. The link to the exhibition and the report has been shared in the chat box. Viewers live on Facebook and YouTube can see the video as it has been uploaded on the Facebook and YouTube pages of the Smart Cities mission. The work done by the cities have been phenomenal. This was only possible as a result of consistent efforts by the city officials and strong support from various local stakeholders and companies. I would like to welcome a few of our champion cities, stakeholders, and partners to share their experience through this cycling journey so far. First, I'd like to invite Monica Kashkari, Special Officer, Directorate of Urban Land Transport. Ma'am, could you kindly share your thoughts briefly in about 1 to 2 minutes?
Thank you, Ashwati. A wonderful start of the evening, I would say. Thanks to Secretary Sir, Joint Secretary Sir, and Director Sir. We in Karnataka, as well as at the city of Bangalore, are quietly now very motivated to take this journey of cycling further. This whole journey has been wonderful because we worked as a team. It was a collaborative effort wherein the city, Bangalore Mahanagapalike, our smart city, the Directorate of Urban Land Transport, along with the city traffic police, collaborated in order to take this whole cycling initiative on ground, to test, to pilot, and to take the learning further in our planning and designing. Now, while doing that, we were quite lucky because the whole approach that we took was on data. We collaborated, we got the data through our Makai route initiative by crowdsourcing information, by interventions taken from, or the perceptions taken from the people. And with the data-driven approach, we also engaged effectively with the participants. Participatory approach was taken into account. Citizens' engagements were done. A lot of roundtable conferences, discussions with across the sectors, NGOs, cycling clubs, people were walking on the street. We try to gather information from all. Along with this, we also innovated. We tried various form factors in one of our test beds at Church Street. So e-cycles we tested as part of this full Cycle for Change challenge. We also kind of did a challenge to get innovative designs out as a bicycle separator in order to safeguard the cyclist walking, driving, or cycling on the street. The concept of slow street in the neighborhood intervention that we did was quite helpful in our design intervention at the neighborhood level. We also are institutionalizing the whole cycling ecosystem by bringing out a state level active mobility bill. And
to be a brief, little bit brief, madam. We have to, other cities also have to speak. So
yeah. So quite interesting journey so far, sir.
Thank you so much, Team Bangalore, for sharing your thoughts. Next, I'd like to welcome Dr. Rajesh J. Pandya, Advisor, Surat Municipal Corporation, to share his thoughts briefly.
Good evening, sir, Secretary sir, and good evening all the persons present. And I'd like to congratulate each and every city that have qualified. But let this not be stop for us. Let this be an example to provide more force. Sir, as we all understand that moving the ball requires higher initial force. Now that our cycles have gained momentum, let us not slow down. It has been experienced that initially any project gets momentum, but after some time, when routine comes, we lose steam and we are delayed. So let us take this as one more change of shift of gears to a higher gear, and let us take this to another level. Sir, this project, it encouraged us to have provide some additional efforts, provide more resources to this field. And when we revisited some of our existing cycle tracks, we were shocked at our own apathy, sir, that how can we allow this to deteriorate. So we visited, resurfaced, and some of the existing tracks were again put to use. So we already have around 54 kilometers of cycle track. But there were, I'm very sorry to say, only 50% of them were in practical use. So we had a good opportunity to remove the encroachments, refurnish them, have more signages, and it increased the ridership. And also the pop-up lanes we provided, it helped us to understand the requirement of the people. We were able to modify certain designs, like the gaps within the bollards, the width of the cycle track, especially during the turning radius, we required more. So some of things we were very helpful, and we are very much optimistic that the next stage will also take us to a higher level, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And I think your words about let us not lose steam is very, very critical for all the cities who are here. So on that note, I'd like to invite Dr. Bhairavi Joshi, dental surgeon, CEO and director, Bikes India.
Thank you, Ashwati. First of all, a hearty congratulations to all the cities, and a very good evening to people present here. At Bikes, we believe that Bikes India, we believe 50 by 2030, that we want 50% of the city trips should be done on bicycle by 2030. And we believe that a 200-year-old invention is a fundamental enabler of human progress and planetary regeneration. And it is one of the simplest solutions for India's most complex urban challenges. And when the India Cycles for Change challenge came, like, it brought the bicycle agenda to the forefront of policymakers and implementers' mind space. And capitalizing this, the cities really showed exemplary results. We had the bicycle mayors who were working with the city officials and the local governing bodies towards bringing the change. And like, it is a proud moment to see that the 25 cities, the 10 cities have bicycle mayors who are working with the city. And as individual organization, Bikes India was working with Silvassa, Vadodara, Rajkot, and Surat. So it's a very happy moment for all of us. And yeah, we should continue the journey, and we should not stop here. We should have more cities with us, and we have to bring about a change in collaboration. Nothing can happen in silos. Thank you so much, Ashwati. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhairavi. We completely, definitely agree that nothing can work in silos, and it is our collaborative effort that has brought us so far. On that front, I'd like to invite Atoba Longkumar, Technology Officer, Kohima Smart City Development Limited. Atoba, over to you.
Hi, thank you. We are very glad to be representing Kohima in this conference meeting. Throughout the challenge, ITDP has been very kind, giving us all the guidance on how to take forward this project. Our core aims were basically focusing on community. So this project is community-led and community-driven. The underlining purpose is to grow Kohima's existing cycling community in a way that is sustainable for the future. Our aim is to enable cycling to flourish in Kohima by acting as enablers to the cycling community. In Kohima, many people have been skeptical about cycling in the hills, but we have shown to the world that it is possible to cycle in a hilly terrain like Kohima. And we have also learned quite a lot that anything can be achieved even by a small cycling community when they are dedicated and driven to promote their love for cycling as a sport, as a pastime, as a mode of transport, and most importantly, as a part of life. So thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much, Atoba. Your journey of breaking the barriers about cycling in the hills is truly inspirational. So on that front, I would also, I'd like to invite Sarika Bhatt, co-founder of Rahagiri. Over to you, Sarika. Sarika, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Ashwati, and the whole ITDP team, and good evening, everyone. it's quite a journey actually, and many congratulations to all the 11 cities who have really worked hard throughout this 1 year journey, most awaited, I think. And I must say the whole Cycle for Change challenge came on very right time, post COVID. We saw a lot of cyclists on the road, and that was the time when we believe that, and we believe that this is the right time, and we can convince the decision maker that how cycling is important, and how to make this cyclist safe in our city is very important. And the journey started from there with all the collaborative approach that we did in this 1 year. From educating the citizens group, the people who are cycling, who by choice cycle, making them safe through our lot of trials and tactical urbanism that we did in last 1 year. And then the whole ground level changes that we had in past 1 year, build some 30-kilometer odd cycle tracks in Gurgaon. And I must say Gurgaon is one of the city where I think we should have the whole network of 800 kilometer of cycle track, because the trip length is so small in this city here, everyone can cycle anywhere and everywhere. So this was an opportunity for all of us, as in the GMDA also, to rebuild the whole cycling conversation in the city. From last 7-8 years, we were working closely, try to do multiple things to build up that walking and cycling culture in the city, and we succeed so far, but I think a lot more to do. The challenge, I think, is make it sustainable. This is one kind and everybody enthusiastic and let's do kind, but how to make it sustainable, to make the city safe for pedestrian and cyclists, is one of the challenge we still facing. And second thing, with the established city, redevelopment of street is a challenge. Building new street and incorporating cycle track, pedestrian pathways is okay, but rebuilding is becoming a challenge, but we are on it. So best wishes, and I must say that this is a beginning, and as a developing country, we are way ahead. I must say we are way ahead of talking about this and practicing about this, and I think we are there. So hopefully by next 2 years we can see this 100 cities have hundreds of bicycling track and thousands of cyclists in their road.
Sure.
That's to everyone.
Thank you so much, Sarika. Thank you so much. We're also looking forward to the 800 kilometers in Gurugram coming soon. On that note, I'd like to invite Satya Shankaran, Bicycle Mayor of Bengaluru.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to all the cities for winning this, the 11 cities, and I'm proud that Bangalore is also a part of it. We are lucky to have an organization like DULT spearheading the planning, and I hope more and more cities take up these bicycle lanes. I'm extremely thankful for the Smart Cities mission to be driving cycles for change in a mission mode, and it is seeing results. And I think if we stick to it for the next phase as well, I'm sure we'll see a lot more results. We just need to provide the funding that is required as well, and make sure that we are able to get more tracks going. And good luck with everything. Thanks ITDP as well.
Thank you so much, Satya. Last but not the least, it was definitely not easy selecting these top 11 cities as well as the jury special mentions. So I would like to invite Swati Khanna, Senior Sector Specialist, Urban Development and Mobility at KFW, who's one of our jury members representing our jury. Over to you, Swati.
Thank you, Aswati. At the outset, congratulations to all the cities who participated in the challenge, and also to those who came out with extraordinary results. Indeed, the whole jury felt that witnessing the excellent work done by different cities was very encouraging. The inclusive and the innovative dimension given to the cycling concept by all the cities, while sticking to the basics of design and requirements, and yet bringing about a change, was very good experience for me, and if I'm right, also for the entire jury. Dr. Vaidya is also here. There were cities, I would say, which have been working on the cycling infrastructure and other NMT infrastructure, and they took an extra step forward. While some cities like Kohima and Silvassa really came out as shining stars with out-of-the-box thinking and setting an example of what could be done, as you mentioned, breaking the barriers, use of technology, GPS data, inclusivity of the needs of the users, like school children we saw in Vadodara, women doing a survey, following the postal staff to understand the needs, engaging with the communities using multiple platforms for interaction was very good and very much appreciated. I believe that the exhaustive works and efforts that cities underwent with peer reviews, which was a excellent best practice that the challenge followed, and the sessions with ITDP, cycling societies, and other institutions can really lead to results on the ground. Of course, with support from Mahua and the state and city authorities, especially with the current extraordinary times that we all are going through. It is indeed required that we keep the momentum going and we can move to more and more NMT infrastructure. This is one subsector or subcomponent of the mobility ecosystem which requires least investments. Coming from a development bank, and we're saying it that it requires least investments and gives maximum output and results. So indeed, it will be really great if we could take the challenge, the outputs forward, and also the cities which have not participated probably in these in the challenge could also be encouraged to learn from the experiences and learn from the experiences and take small steps towards cycling mobility. Congratulations to everyone once again.
Definitely.
Thanks,
yeah, thank you so much. And we're definitely going to get these cities to do a lot more, but also the ones who are not in the top 25 to start cycling as well. So no one's going to be left behind. Thank you all for sharing your stories and experiences through the challenge. Now, I would like to request Sri Durga Shankar Mishra ji, Secretary, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, to share the keynote address.
My colleague, Joint Secretary and the Mission Director, Smart City Mission, Kunal Kumar. ITDP, I was seeing Shreya, some others, and now I cannot see her here. Various other our members of jury. I was also seeing an IUA director. He is not being seen right now, but he was also there. And many of you who are participating from different smart cities and different cities beyond the smart cities. A very, very good afternoon, a very good evening to all of you. I'll speak in Hindi because I love speaking Hindi. I love working in Hindi. So you know that if there is no foreign nationals, then I always speak in Hindi. So I'll move to Hindi right away. सबसे पहले तो मैं वो जो 11 शहर हैं जिन्हें 1 करोड़ रुपए का इनाम आज घोषित किया गया है, उन सबको अपनी तरफ से बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं। ये शहर है जिसका नाम आपने देखा, बेंगलुरु, भुवनेश्वर, चंडीगढ़, कोहिमा, नागपुर, न्यू टाउन कोलकाता, पिंपरी चिंचवाड़, राजकोट, सूरत, बड़ौदा एंड वारंगल। इन सारे शहरों को मेरी बहुत बहुत बधाई है क्योंकि आपने इतना शानदार काम किया। और कोविड के दौरान जो सबसे बड़ी अच्छा काम हुआ कि जो कोविड के दौरान जून 2020 में इस चैलेंज को लॉन्च किया गया और उसके बाद भी एक दूसरा दौर भी कोविड का आया, लेकिन फिर भी आपने एक ऐसा पब्लिक मूवमेंट क्रिएट किया, ऐसा जो सिटीजन एंगेजमेंट आपने क्रिएट किया और इसके सारे के सारे नतीजे बीच बीच में मैं देखता रहता था। तमाम सारी चीजें मैंने सोशल मीडिया पे भी शेयर की और उससे देखा कि किस प्रकार से साइकिलिंग के बारे में एक लोगों में और खास तौर से यूथ में एक नया जोश आपने भर दिया। उसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई है। साथ ही साथ जो और 4 शहर हैं जिनको जो जूरी स्पेशल मेंशन, क्योंकि दे कुड हैव बीन पार्ट ऑफ द टॉप 11, लेकिन केवल 11 स्थान हमने घोषित किया था, इसलिए 4 स्थान जो कि आपने गुड़गांव की जो मैडम पांडा बात कर रही थी वो भी डिजर्व करते थे, इसलिए उन चारों शहरों को भी, औरंगाबाद, गुरुग्राम, जबलपुर एंड सिलवासा, उनको भी मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं, क्योंकि जूरीज ने उनके अच्छे काम को रिकॉग्नाइज किया है। इसके अलावा और भी, ये तो 15 शहर बनते, ये 14 शहर बनते, इसके अलावा और शहर जो देवांगरी, हैदराबाद, इंदौर, काकीनाडा, कोची, नासिक, न्यू दिल्ली, पानाजी, सागर एंड उदयपुर, ये कुल मिलाकर के 25 ऐसे शहर हैं जिनको स्टेज 2 के लिए अपने जो आपने पायलट किया, जो आपने नई नई चीजें निकाली हैं, जिसके तमाम सारे हमारे लोग अपने एक्सपीरियंस अभी शेयर कर रहे थे, उसको पूरे सिटी वाइड उस एक्सपीरियंस को एक्सपेंड करने के लिए इसके लिए आपको टेक्निकल सपोर्ट दिया जाएगा। तो डेफिनेटली जो आज का जो शुरुआत हुई है, मैं समझता हूं कि आने वाले 1-2 साल के भीतर भीतर ये हमारे 25 शहरों में वॉकेबिलिटी भी इंप्रूव करेगी, क्योंकि साइक्लेबिलिटी वॉकेबिलिटी के बगैर नहीं इंप्रूव हो सकती है। तो साइक्लेबिलिटी भी इंप्रूव करेगी और वॉकेबिलिटी भी इंप्रूव करेगी, और वहीं लोगों की सेहत भी बेहतर होगी, क्योंकि साइकिलिंग करने से डबल फायदे हैं। एक तो आपको एक्सरसाइज भी होता है और साथ ही साथ कोई पोल्यूशन नहीं होता है। तो जो हम अपने फेफड़ों को नुकसान करते हैं, आपको मालूम है कि वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के जो एयर क्वालिटी के बारे में असेसमेंट होता है, हमारे शहर 20 में से तमाम सारे शहर हैं जिसमें एयर क्वालिटी उनकी उसमें काफी नीचे होते हैं, और उसको लेकर के एक क्लीन एयर प्रोग्राम मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरमेंट फॉरेस्ट के तहत चलाया गया। उस क्लीन एयर प्रोग्राम के तहत जो वन ऑफ द मेजर कंट्रीब्यूटर्स, जो लगभग 24 से 25% कंट्रीब्यूशन है, वो होता है ट्रांसपोर्ट का। ट्रांसपोर्ट के जो फ्यूल्स के द्वारा या ट्रांसपोर्ट के जो उससे जो तमाम किस्म के जो डस्ट उससे होता है, इससे हमारे पोल्यूशन को, हमारे एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स है वो काफी खराब होता है। जब आप साइकिलिंग करेंगे तो साइकिलिंग करने से पोल्यूशन सुधरेगा, और पोल्यूशन सुधरेगा तो उससे आपके फेफड़े को भी फायदा होगा। आपको ओवरऑल फेफड़ा जो हमारे पूरे शरीर का इंजन है, तो अगर फेफड़ा हमारा जो काम अच्छा, अगर इंजन हमारा सही रहेगा तो पूरा शरीर भी काम अच्छा करेगा। तो आपने देखे कि एक तरह से सेहत की आपकी जो एक्सरसाइज भी हो रही है, और साथ ही साथ पोल्यूशन कम होने से और भी आपकी बेहतर सेहत हो रही है। तो मैं समझता हूं 25 शहरों का एक नया नमूना निकलेगा, अगले 1.5-2 साल के भीतर भीतर एक बहुत अच्छी चीज, शानदार चीज निकलेगी। इसके अनुभव को देखते हुए अभी मैं कुणाल से बात कर रहा था कि हमने पीछे अपना जो कुछ भी हम शुरुआत करते थे, हम पहले स्मार्ट सिटी पे करते थे। उसके बाद हमने उसके दायरे को बढ़ाया कि स्मार्ट सिटी के अलावा हमने 5 लाख से ज्यादा आबादी वाले शहर और जो भी हमारे कैपिटल सिटीज है, ये मिलाकर के करीब 130 के आसपास पड़ते हैं। इन 130 शहरों को हमने 100 से बढ़ा के 130 किया, और आज हम निर्णय ले रहे हैं कि अब हम जितने भी हमारे म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन है, अगर किसी भी सिटी को स्टेट ने म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन डिक्लेयर कर दिया, यानी स्टेट हैज सीन, स्टेट ने इसको एसेस किया है कि वो अब सिटी जो है म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन बनने के बाद वहां पे मेयर भी होंगे, वहां पे सभासद भी होंगे, और वो सिटी अपने आप एक नए डेवलपमेंट की तरफ आगे अग्रसित होगा। अगर राज्य सरकार ने इसको डिक्लेयर कर दिया है, जिसके अलग अलग स्टैंडर्ड अलग अलग हमारे राज्यों में है, तो उनको भी हम इस दायरे में ले लेंगे। ये हमारे नंबर 250 से कहीं ज्यादा है। अभी मैं देख रहा हूं कि हाल में थोड़े कुछ 6 महीने पहले हमने एक सफाई मित्र चैलेंज हमने जारी किया था। बेसिकली हमारे जो ऐसे लोग, तमाम सारे सफाई मित्र भाई बहन हैं जिनको सफाई करने के लिए उन्हें गटर के अंदर जाना होता है, उनकी लाइफ इन चैलेंज हो जाती है। उस चैलेंज को दूर करने के लिए एक ऐसा चैलेंज हमने लॉन्च किया, सफाई मित्र चैलेंज लॉन्च किया, कि हम टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से, जिसको मैनहोल कहते हैं, मैनहोल को मशीन होल में कन्वर्ट कर दें, और मशीन होल को उससे, ताकि मशीन के माध्यम से सारा सफाई करें, किसी को जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। और अगर जाना भी पड़े तो प्रॉपर गियर के साथ, प्रॉपर फुल्ली तैयार होकर के, प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग के साथ जाए, जिससे उनको लाइफ इंडेंजर्ड न हो। और आज मैं देख रहा हूं कि इन सारे शहरों में, जो हमारे जो 250 से ऊपर शहर है, इन सारे शहरों में लगातार मुझसे लोग शेयर करते रहते हैं कि कितना अच्छा एक उनके ऊपर जो है इसका बहुत ही पॉजिटिव नतीजा आ रहा है। तो जो हम इसको साइकिल फॉर चेंज का जो दूसरा हम वर्जन जो लॉन्च करेंगे, बहुत जल्दी लॉन्च करने वाले, उस वर्जन में हम सारे के सारे म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन को लेकर के चलेंगे। दूसरा चीज है कि ये साइकिल फॉर चेंज जो हमारा ये शुरुआत हो रहा है, ये स्मार्ट सिटी, तो स्मार्ट सिटी के माध्यम से तमाम सारा, जिसका बयान अभी हमारे कुणाल कुमार जी ने, मिशन डायरेक्टर ने बात की, कि हमने इस हाल के समय में साइकिल फॉर चेंज लॉन्च किया, स्ट्रीट फॉर पीपल लॉन्च किया, ट्रांसपोर्ट फॉर ऑल लॉन्च किया, स्मार्ट फूड, ईट स्मार्ट का हमने लॉन्च किया। ऐसे तमाम सारी चीजों को हमने लॉन्च किया। या डिजिटल अपने पूरे प्रैक्टिस में डिजिटल सिस्टम को कैसे हम लोग बेस्ट हम लोग उपयोग कर सकते हैं, उसके लिए पूरी मिनिस्ट्री के सारे हमारे म्यूनिसिपैलिटी, सारे के सारे अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज के उनके काम को कैसे हम लोग डिजिटल माध्यम से ला सकते हैं, उसके बारे में तमाम किस्म की नई चीजों को लॉन्च किया गया। और मैं समझता हूं कि धीरे धीरे उनके भी रिजल्ट सामने आने चालू हो गए हैं या ऑलरेडी चालू हो रहे हैं। तो जो इस प्रकार का जो ये स्मार्ट सिटी ने जो काम शुरुआत की स्मार्ट सिटी के लिए किया, वी वांट टू मेक स्मार्टनेस एज अ मूवमेंट। आज से 6 साल पहले हमारे देश में स्मार्ट सिटी का चर्चा भी नहीं होता था। हमारे देश में स्मार्ट सिटी क्या है, आप देश का छोड़िए, हमारा मंत्रालय जो कि इसको पूरे को एंकर करता है, हमारे मंत्रालय तक को ये, क्योंकि मैं खुद इस मंत्रालय में 7 साल से ज्यादा पीरियड में हूं। जब माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने इस बात का अनाउंस किया कि हम लोग 100 शहरों को स्मार्ट सिटी बनाएंगे, हमें ये भी नहीं मालूम था कि स्मार्ट सिटी कहेंगे किसको, कैसे किसी शहर को हम स्मार्ट डिक्लेयर करेंगे, कैसे हम समझेंगे कि सिटी स्मार्ट हुआ कि नहीं स्मार्ट हुआ। इस बात का भी हमें आभास नहीं था, पूरे देश में कहीं इस बात की चर्चा तक नहीं थी। और आज हमने इस 7 साल की जर्नी के भीतर जो 2015 के जून में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने स्मार्ट सिटी का जो शुरुआत किया, और उन्होंने एक बहुत बढ़िया मंत्र, जो एक छोटा सा मंत्र है, मोर फॉर लेस, ये जो मंत्र हमें दिया, उन्हें जो मंत्र दिया कि जो हमें लोगों की लाइफ को सुधार करना, लोगों की लाइफ को क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ इंप्रूव करना, ईज इन लिविंग लाना, हमें शहरों को सस्टेनेबल बनाना है, हमें शहरों को बेहतर इकोनॉमिक एबिलिटी उनकी सुधार करनी है। सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए इन्वायरमेंटल सस्टेनेबिलिटी, सोशल सस्टेनेबिलिटी, ये सारी की सारी चीजों को हमें ध्यान देना है। मैं समझता हूं कि इन सारी चीजों का जो एक अनुभव हमारे पिछले 6 सालों में, जून 2015 से जर्नी स्टार्ट की, शुरुआत में लोगों के शहरों को हमें सेलेक्ट करने में काफी वक्त लगा। 2018 जून तक जाकर के हम 100 शहरों को सेलेक्ट कर पाए, और उसके बाद उन शहरों को सेलेक्ट करने के बाद भी उनका पूरा का पूरा इकोसिस्टम तैयार करना, और इकोसिस्टम तैयार करके इस बात के लिए तैयार करना कि वो स्मार्ट सिटी को समझ करके आगे बढ़ सके, और फिर उनका एक माइंडसेट भी चेंज करना कि आपको चीजों को ऐसा नहीं कि स्मार्ट सिटी इज नॉट एन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट, it is not a project to deliver you water supply, it is not a project to give you some sanitation systems, but it is a project to bring smartness in that infrastructure. अगर पानी है तो कैसे आप 24/7 वाटर दे सकते हैं, अगर मोबिलिटी है तो उस मोबिलिटी को कैसे आप लोगों को स्मार्ट मोबिलिटी दे सकते हैं, जिससे बड़े सुविधा करके, बड़े ईज से, बड़े आसानी से लोग अपनी मोबिलिटी के तमाम सारे मोड्स में, एक मोड से दूसरे मोड, दूसरे मोड से तीसरे मोड, विदाउट एनी चैलेंजेस मूव कर सके और उसका पूरा का पूरा प्रयोग कर सके, सो दैट द लाइफ बिकम सिंपल एंड इजी। दैट इज द बेसिक क्रक्स ऑफ द स्मार्ट सिटी। नाउ ऐसे जो अनुभव है, नाउ इस अनुभव को भी हमारे देश भर में तमाम सारे शहरों में अलग अलग स्तर के अनुभव हुए, क्योंकि ये तो हमारा एक प्रकार से बाग है, और बाग में कोई पौधा बहुत अच्छे जल्दी से खिल जाता है, कोई पौधा देर से खिलता है, कोई पौधा भी बीच में है, किसी में फल आने चालू हो जाते हैं, वो सब में थोड़े फर्क होते हैं। ऐसे हमारे देश में स्मार्ट सिटी का दरीजे स्पेक्ट्रम अगर आप लेंगे तो कोई बहुत आगे बढ़ गया, कोई थोड़ा सा पीछे रह गया, कोई थोड़ा और उससे ज्यादा पीछे रह गया, लेकिन चल सब सारे के सारे पड़े। और आज उनको एक चैलेंज महसूस हो रहा है कि हम लोग सबको आगे बढ़ करके अपने सिटीजन्स की लाइफ को इंप्रूव करना है। जैसे कि आज जो 25 शहरों को आज रिकॉग्नाइज किया गया, उन 25 शहरों के बाकी शहर सोच रहे होंगे हमें क्यों नहीं रिकॉग्नाइज किया गया। अब आपको आगे मौका मिल रहा है, आगे मौका मिल रहा है, जो सेकंड राउंड ऑफ चैलेंज होगा, आप दोबारा इस बात को इसमें शरीक होइए और अपने शहर को बेहतर रहने लायक बनाइए। तो हमें एक नया चीज जो हमने इस चीज को सीखा माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से, या हमारे देश ने सीखा, इस चीज की सीख हमें वहीं से प्राप्त हुई। और इसके बाद एक ऐसा मैं समझता हूं कि आज हमारे पास बहुत सारे इनवाइट आते हैं, बहुत सारे फंक्शन में मैं भाग लेता हूं, जहां लोग अपने किसी चीज को, अगर वो पता चला कि बात है गवर्नेंस की, तो स्मार्ट गवर्नेंस की बात करते हैं, अगर बात है रियल एस्टेट की तो स्मार्ट रियल एस्टेट की बात करते हैं, अगर बात है क्लाइमेट की तो स्मार्ट क्लाइमेट की बात करते हैं। तो हर चीज के साथ एक ये नया जो कहते हैं कि एक नई चीज उन्होंने इसके साथ नई संस्कृति जोड़ दी। तो मैं अपेक्षा करता हूं, जो कि मैं बार बार कुणाल को और अपनी टीम को मैं बोलता हूं कि नाउ वी शुड कन्वर्ट द मिशन इनटू अ मूवमेंट। अभी तक तो हमारा ये एक मिशन था, स्मार्ट सिटी मिशन था, and mission was only for 100 cities. Now this becomes a movement. Now the country, क्योंकि country is urbanizing and it is beyond our, हमारे और आपके दम की बात नहीं कि कंट्री के अर्बनाइजेशन को रोक सकते हैं या उसको उसे आप उसकी रफ्तार को धीमे कर सकते हैं या तेज कर सकते हैं. ये नेचुरल फेनोमेनन है. जैसे कि आदमी का बच्चे का ग्रोथ होता है वैसे ये ग्रोथ है और इस ग्रोथ को इट इज गोइंग टू टेक प्लेस. वी आर गोइंग टू ग्रो फ्रॉम करेंटली हमारा अनुमान है करीब हम 45-46 करोड़ आबादी हमारी अर्बन एरिया में आज की तिथि में है और ये बढ़कर के 87-88 करोड़ करीब 40 करोड़ हमें अगले 30 साल में जुड़ने वाले. So we have an option to take a path which is a non-sustainable path. We have an option to take a path which is going to create more and more challenges in the urban area. We have to take a path where the people are going to face huge challenges by a disease like a COVID, which has, shaken everybody. We have an option to choose a way in which the cities remain full of dirt and muck. But Honorable Prime Minister has shown us a path, a new path, a path for new India, a path for the new urban India, where our cities are clean, the cities are water secure, cities are sustainable, cities are using energy in the most appropriate manner, cities are using facilities so that the people's life are becoming easy. You can see the big difference which has made in the last 7 years. Now the city, आप जहां भी किसी भी शहर में आप हैं, आप उस शहर को, I'm not talking about the 25 cities which are here. You go to any city across the country, you will find the cities are much more cleaner than what they used to be 6-7 years back. The cities have much better control on facilities to the public. उनके जो हमारी housing के बारे में, वहां पे infrastructure में बहुत परिवर्तन हुआ. And that is the path of change. Now this path, can this become a smart path? Can this become a smart movement across the country? ताकि आने वाले समय में जो भी हम नया urbanization करें, can that urbanization become a smart urbanization? And it has been shown, it has been proved through the smart city experience, well, this is possible. We can make a road and the road will become a smart road. Just add 5% extra and it becomes a smart road. You don't have to break the road every year here and there. Here, you can get the sustainable energy. You can make use of your rooftops. You can make use of your rainwater. All these things. These are the experiences which are being well documented. For example, अभी हमने जो हमारे जो City India Cycle for Challenge जो हमने अभी किया, इसका एक document अभी launch किया. Now you can see what is that which is making the city of Barodara different to the other cities. Somebody may ask, well, I also participated. Why I was not chosen at the top 10? Why I was not chosen among top 25? Here is a document which shows what made a difference to the city of Barodara than the city which you belong to. Now you have an opportunity. You can take the same path, or maybe you can take a better path. Because there is no end to the human ingenuity. There is no end to the human creativity. You can take a path which is far better than what has been done, but at least you know that here is a bottom line. Here is a baseline from which we have to take a challenge here from. तो अगर ऐसा करेंगे तो आप एक स्मार्टनेस की तरफ आप बढ़ेंगे. एंड बेसिकली जो हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री, कई लोग हमसे पूछते हैं, बहुत सारे फोरम पे, बहुत सारी जगह पे लोग पूछते हैं, भाई आपने 100 सिटी तो प्रधानमंत्री जी ने अनाउंस कर दिया कि 100 स्मार्ट सिटी बनेंगे, अगला 100 कब अनाउंस करेंगे? भाई अगला 100 नहीं, हम तो 4,500 को स्मार्ट बनाना चाहते हैं. वी वांट टू टेक द लर्निंग, बिकॉज अगर आप सोचो कि लेबोरेटरी में अगर कोई नया सॉल्ट क्रिएट करना है, एक नई चीज को क्रिएट करनी है, तो डू यू मेक 100 लेबोरेटरी टू क्रिएट वन सॉल्ट? नो. आपने 2-4 लेबोरेटरी बनाया, उसके भीतर आपने चीज को क्रिएट कर दिया और उस चीज को आप रेप्लिकेट करते हो. तो नाउ स्मार्टनेस हैज बिकम पार्ट ऑफ पार्ट ऑफ जनरली पार्ट ऑफ आवर अर्बनाइजेशन का एक पार्ट हो गया. We have learned how to make our city smart. For example, city ये आपने साइकिल फॉर चेंज किया, और जो शहर आप देखेंगे कल को, आप इन शहरों में जब आप जाएंगे और जब ये सिटी वाइड इनका जो साइकिलिंग हो जाएगी, तो whole city will look different. Whole city will look completely different. I can visualize it. I have seen it outside. दुनिया में तमाम सारे शहरों में जाने का मौका मिला, आपको भी मौका मिला होगा. अब आप जाके देखें तो उनमें और हमें क्या फर्क है? उनमें हमें यही फर्क है, they have been doing things in a different manner. We have learned it and we can move much faster. We don't have to take 100 years to move like this, because जब हमने एक बार स्मार्ट पाथ ले लिया, we will take much faster. हमारे जो स्ट्रीट होंगे, हमारे जो काम होंगे, बहुत तेजी से हम इस काम को कर सकते हैं. ये हमारा जो है, जो अभी आपकी जो बात निकल करके आएगी, जो सिटी फॉर चैलेंज के माध्यम से, मैं समझता हूं कि यहाँ पे हमारे बीच में हमारे अर्बन प्लानर्स भी होंगे और नहीं होंगे, उनके साथ हमसे एक तो हमारे जो NIU के डायरेक्टर हितेशी यहाँ पे ज्वाइन किए हुए, उनके माध्यम से हम तमाम सारे जो अर्बन प्लानिंग में they have to, I mean, you have to think when you are thinking of a new city, and the new cities are there. I mean, I can visualize अगले 5 साल में, अगले 10 साल में, अगले 20 साल में बहुत सारे सिटी हमारे नए आएंगे, या जो सिटी है वो एक्सपेंड करेंगे. There will be expansion of the cities and there will be new cities. When we are planning the new cities, the cities should be planned in a manner so that it is walkable, it is cyclable, so you don't have to have a challenge like this to make the city more cyclable. It becomes a new normal, like the cleanliness has become a new normal. आज की डेट में मैं आज से काफी दिनों से दिल्ली में हूँ. हम जब जाते थे ऑफिस से निकले घर जाने को, तो रास्ते में देखते थे लोग अपनी गाड़ी का दरवाजा खोला, उठा के बोतल फेंक दिया, वो कुछ फल खा रहे, फल उठा के फेंक दिया, कुछ ही फेंक दिया. अब हमें ये नजारा कहीं दिल्ली में नजर नहीं आता, कहीं आपको हिंदुस्तान में नजर नहीं आता. What has made the difference? Swachh Bharat Mission, and that has brought the new normal. So now this smartness has become a new normal. और न्यू नॉर्मल को हमारी जो अर्बन प्लानिंग में भी, उनको भी इसको पूरी तरीके से अगर वो मिल जाएंगे, तो हमें आगे आने वाले शहर ही हमारे ऐसे बनेंगे, जो भी एक्सटेंशन शहर का हो, चाहे नया शहर बनेगा, ऐसा बनेगा जो साइक्लेबल भी होगा, वॉकेबल भी होगा, और वो हमारा इन्वायरमेंट फ्रेंडली भी होगा. क्योंकि आपने एक और चीज बना रखा है स्मार्ट सिटी के लिए, मेकिंग सिटी स्मार्ट, वो क्लाइमेट स्मार्ट सिटी. जो क्लाइमेट स्मार्ट सिटी की जो व्यवस्था है, वो बेसिकली वही है कि नॉट ओनली दिस मोबिलिटी बट मेनी अदर एस्पेक्ट, और वो सारे के सारे एस्पेक्ट अर्बन प्लानिंग से जुड़े हुए, उसको चैलेंज, उसको लेते हुए हम शहर को बेहतर बना सकते हैं. तो माई रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू इज, आई मीन, यस, वेल, यू हैव डन अ गुड जॉब in the last 1 year. Please continue doing that great job for the next 1.5 year to 2 years, when you make your whole city completely cyclable and you see the difference to your city. I mean, you can imagine and you can demonstrate it, and that demonstration, these 25 cities can inspire all other cities to become smart like your cities. So again, let me congratulate you, not only those who are the top 11 who have got the award, but other 4 who are the, who are the jury's special mention, and all others who are among the top 25 who are going to be handheld by the Smart City Mission and by all our partners like ITDP, Fit India, and NIUA. All of them are going to handhold them. And we have got KFW, Swati ji was there, I mean the KFW and various other organizations who are helping us in such kind of endeavor. So you take that path, inspire the whole nation and make the nation smart all the way. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. जैसे आपने कहा, the vision of our respected Prime Minister, your vision of creating a smart cities movement has actually already started with the Cycles for Change challenge. Creating more for less and improving the quality of lives of our citizens, just like the way you said, sir. And we are sure that your visualization of smart and healthier cities with walking and cycling friendly infrastructure becoming the new normal will definitely be, we will definitely see that very soon. So thank you once again for your inspiring words. And next, I request Shreya Gadipalli, South Asia Program Lead of the Institute for Transportation and Development, to present the stage 2 and the second season of the India Cycles for Change Challenge.
Thanks a lot, Ashwati. And Durga Shankar Mishra ji, Kunal Kumar ji और राहुल कपूर जी, आपके नेतृत्व और मार्गदर्शन के कारण ही ये चैलेंज एक मूवमेंट बन गया है. और मैं सभी जो तमाम शहर हैं भारत में, 107 शहर जिन्होंने भाग लिया साइकिल्स फॉर चेंज चैलेंज में, उनकी तरफ से आपको आभार प्रकट करती हूँ. अभी 25 शहर, जैसे आपने कहा, 25 शहर स्टेज 2 में जाएंगे, लेकिन ये बाकी शहरों के लिए अंत नहीं, ये एक शुरुआत है ताकि वो भी स्टेज 2 में आ सकें. और उनके लिए हमने एक सेकंड सीजन शुरू किया है साइकिल्स फॉर चेंज का। तो मैं संक्षिप्त में सभी शहरों को बताना चाहूंगी कि आगे क्या हम करेंगे। Can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Thank you. So like you all know, a year back, under the guidance of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Shri Durga Shankar Mishra ji, and the Minister, Honorable Minister, we started the Cycles for Change Challenge. And this is not just a challenge, it's become a movement, it's actually a revolution, where 107 cities participated, signed up to participate. Over 50 cities conducted a variety of events to build community support. And this was truly one of those initiatives where it was not top down, but instead it was a bottom up. It was a mix combining of both top down as well as bottom up initiative, where it became a community driven initiative. People came to support and help cities in creating that new future, the new normal that you've spoken about, Mishra ji. These cities identified over 400 kilometers of streets to create pop-up cycle lanes, many of which are under implementation right now. They also implemented, they've identified over 200 square kilometers of area, which accounts for about 3,500 kilometers of neighborhood streets, which will also be transformed through a variety of traffic calming measures. And like I said, it was not just the cities doing something. Over 600 CSOs came together to support the cities in implementing. And as we've seen, cities which got support from CSOs were the ones which were more successful. So if you see a common factor across the top 25 cities, it was that they had support coming in, strong support coming in from civil society organizations, from NGOs. Also, the work that the cities did got a lot of attention from media, and media plays an extremely important role in expanding the reach, the idea of establishing the new normal. These cities managed to get over 700 news articles. And of course, there was a lot more in social media, but then just in print, formal media, we got over 700 prints. And the surveys that cities did, over 60,000 people responded to tell the cities exactly what their barriers are. Why is it that, what is it that's stopping them from cycling, or what can cities do to make it better? And it is with this guidance that cities were able to implement what they did. So congratulations once again to all the top 25 cities. Of course, the top 11 cities, which are the winners, which came on top, but all the top 25 cities which have made into stage 2. We have a lot packed in for you in the coming year. But if you've not made it into the stage 2, please don't lose heart, because we're launching, with the ministry's guidance, a second season of the India Cycles for Change Challenge. And as the Honorable Secretary said, it will not be limited to just the cities which had signed up in the last round, but it will be open to all the other cities in the country, whichever city wants to cycle for change. That's really the goal of this movement. So please reach out to us at contact@cyclesforchange.org, and we'll be there with you to support you to be able to go into the stage 2 in the coming months. During the course of the last year, we've been very grateful to be working, to be collaborating with the cities, all of you who have created phenomenal change on the ground. And even though we were not with you on the ground, you never made it feel like we were separate from you. We were very much a part of you, to be able to work with you to make this change happen. So thank you for also sharing your experience. Most recently, we had multiple regional consultations with cities to understand exactly what your experience was, how we could make it even better, what should we focus on in stage 2. And this is what stage 2 is really built on. So what would stage 2 focus on? 5 things. First is, of course, now that you've already created something, many cities have seen that they also need the foundation of a policy and some institutional changes. And I'll get to what kind of institutional changes in a minute. Second thing, that they also need clear plans and budgets, because while cycling can be a big bang for the buck, it doesn't cost much to make transformation. You still need money to be able to implement these cycling initiatives, and also for a variety of other initiatives that augment or support cycling. So that's the second thing. Third, we cannot underestimate the importance of building widespread support, because we need to do this together. It's when we do this work together, that's when we succeed. And you've already shown how bringing other people together can be a big foundation for success. So we'll build on it so that there is widespread support for cycling across each of these cities that are there, the 25 cities. Next is transforming temporary to permanent. A large focus of the stage 1 was quick initiatives, inexpensive initiatives, just to test ideas out. But some of them have now succeeded, and the goal is to make this permanent so that we don't backtrack, but instead move forward. So how can we make it permanent and scale up? And last but not the least, managing parking, because this has been identified as a key obstacle which needs a lot of attention, and that's what we'll focus on in stage 2. So like I said, these are the 5 things. So within the policy and institutional changes, many cities, many of you, over 30 cities have already initiated the process of adopting a healthy streets policy. You're also creating healthy streets departments, and we understand nearly 40 of you have started the process of even creating these departments and also having a monitoring and evaluation system. Similarly, on the plans and budget, not only will you create 5-year vision plans, but also actual clear action plans for every year so that you can take it to your local council and also to the state government to get budgets. And of course, this will be augmented and supported by what you're already doing if we are doing it through Smart Cities mission. Then building widespread support, getting stakeholder engagement and including elected representatives who are such a key part of the success. And we've seen that we had mayors and members of parliament and ministers who came in and support, but we need to make this a larger coalition. So how can we do that? Creating that community coalition and having a clear communications plan, because communication is key. Fourth, of course, like I said, temporary to permanent. There are a variety of issues here. What you did was with a lot of planters and paint and bollards, but now you will start thinking about how can we make this separate? What kind of pavement material do we need? What kind of separators do we need? What kind of landscaping do we need to do? So all kinds of details. We'll be helping you in getting there, but also in hiring consultants and contractors who could get you the right set of things. Like how do you ensure quality in whatever you're implementing? And last but not the least, parking, where not only would we help you with getting a good parking policy in place, but also develop a parking management plan using a various zonal plans which come together to create the city plan, and also getting appropriate operators who could help you in implementing the parking management system with appropriate parking pricing and appropriate enforcement techniques, etc. So these are the 5 pillars on which it will be built. The idea of test, learn, and scale remains, because that has been the foundation of what you did in stage 1. And the same thing will happen in stage 2 too, that we need to ensure that we are constantly learning from what we are testing out and use that to scale up. In stage 1, we really learned how to pedal, and in stage 2, we will make cycling our habit. And so let's come together to make this happen. Let's make our cities cycling havens, where everybody can cycle, cycling becomes safe and fun for everyone. So next steps, spread the word about the exhibition that was launched by the secretary, Shri Durga Shankar Mishra ji, where you could showcase not only the work that you have done to build support, but also show the work of other cities to inspire your citizens and your stakeholders to do more than what you were able to do in stage 1. Also use the report and exhibition to garner support from elected representatives, officials, media, citizen groups, a variety of people. Come together to do that. The other cities, which did not make into stage 2, register for a second season now and form a core working team, which will be the foundation, which will anchor the work that you do. And we, the C4C team, will soon announce a timeline for stage 2 as well as the second season. So with that, I come to an end. Thanks a lot, everyone, for making this a cycling revolution. And we look forward to making India the cycling capital of the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rhea, for those encouraging words. On that front, I would like to request Rahul Kapoor, sir, the Director, Smart Cities Mission, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, to share the closing remarks.
Thank you so much. And what an incredible journey it has been for all of us over the last 1 year. It has been truly inspiring, and I know a lot of people, including all of us in our office at least, who took up cycling thanks to this challenge. It completely changed the way we look at our cities. And from the cyclist perspective, city looks very, very different. So, of course, the objective of this challenge was to have a very holistic vision of cycling for each of our cities. And this vision needs to be developed in consultation with the citizens. So what the challenge tries to do is it basically tries to connect the cities with their citizens and also the stakeholders, the other experts who are there as part of the overall cycling vision that we want to build for the cities. We have come a long way. A lot of interventions that were tested out in the cities as part of challenge, but the overall objective is to make these interventions more permanent, more long-term, and more scaled up. So with that, we will be moving into the stage 2 and the season 2 of this challenge. I have been actively involved in a lot of workshops and a lot of seminars that were held over the last 1 year. And the thing that I truly liked was the kind of peer-to-peer learning that took place thanks to the interactions and thanks to the unique sessions that were designed. And I am very, very sure a lot of cities could benefit from the sessions that were held through WhatsApp communications, through the webinars that were held, through the various kind of documentations that were created by the team who were supporting us and working on this challenge. So a lot of learnings have been generated, and I would urge all those cities who missed the bus, and I would not say that you really missed the bus because the bus is now coming again in form of the season 2 of the challenge. So kindly make use of these learnings, and as Secretary Sir said, let's use our ingenuity and innovation to create new solutions and improve the cycling ecosystem in our cities. Partnerships are very, very important. And the reason for the success of this challenge is definitely the kind of partners that we have had. Not only in form of ITDP, the Fit India Mission, and IUA, but also all the small partnerships that the cities have been able to build as part of the task forces, the teams that they have been able to create in the cities, the kind of networks that they've been establishing, the civil service society organizations, the individuals, the cycle mayors who are there in many of the cities who were actively participating, donor agencies. I don't know, the list is endless. So really, really amazing work that all of you have done in making this movement a success. Of course, it is very difficult to shortlist 11 cities and a very tough task that the jury had. I would like to thank all the jury members, both national and international partners who had the honest task of actually finalizing the list of winners. And of course, all the cities are winners in this. We have 25 cities who are going to scale it up. But we are looking forward to the overall urban ecosystem to take this challenge forward and scale it up to the next level. I would like to thank all organizations, cycling groups, the resident welfare associations who have been supporting our cities relentlessly during this Cycles for Change challenge. And with that, I would now like to thank all of you who have tuned in with us to watch this Cycles for Change challenge award function. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we wrap up the India Cycles for Change Challenge Stage 1 Awards. Congratulations once again, not just to the top 11 awardees, but all the cities who've been a part of this nationwide transformation. Thank you to all senior officials, engineers, project management consultants, community partners, and all other stakeholders